for most of the time I've been an investor, most of the assets have been invested in the US because I understand that market well. And I've been in that market for a long time. But I found in the last 2 or 3 years, I'm not able to find hardly anything I've been able to find. And one of the reasons is obviously the US markets have gone up a lot. A lot of markets have gone up a lot. The US markets have gone up a lot. The second thing that has happened specifically in the US is if you go back, let's say 20 or 30 years, there used to be about 8,000 public companies in the US. Now there are less than 3,700. So the number of public companies has gone down a lot and it continues to go down. At the same time, the number of brain cells employed to look at these companies has gone skyrocketing up, right? So a lot of smart people who studied physics or
NASA.
yeah, exactly. Instead of going to NASA, they join a hedge fund, right? Instead of sending a man to Mars, they're trying to figure out the next trade, right? It's so sad. So the second thing is we have a lot of brain power focused on these 3,700 stocks. Too much brain power, in my opinion. And so mispricing becomes less in that scenario. So I was just finding that I'm not finding much. So I started to look in India, and I found that in India, the number of public companies is more than the US. 5,000 public companies in India. And probably 4,000 of them have nobody following them because they're too small. And because the economy is growing at a good rate, it's growing at a faster rate than the US, a lot of companies have a huge tailwind because a lot of things don't exist in India. Just like in China, a lot of things didn't exist 2 decades ago, right? In fact, I noticed that this time I came to China in 2017. The last time I came was in 2008. And I just see such a huge difference just looking around between 2008, what I saw in 2008, and even then the economy was doing well, and 2017. It almost looks to me that almost the standard of living is close to a double. And that will happen. We know that 7%, 10 years is a double, right? And if the economy is going 5-6% for that long, you're going to see and I didn't even see it here. Even when I went to Mautai and I was looking around there, even there the development is incredible and such. It was just amazing to see all the infrastructure. So India basically, I think over the next 2 or 3 or 4 decades has a lot of room to grow. And one of the things that's important in investing is to fish where the fish are. So I don't think there's much fish in the US. I think there's a lot more fish in India, and I think there's a lot more fish in China. The problem I have in China is it's outside circle of competence. So I'm almost sure that if I focus on China, I will get my head handed to me. Okay, because I don't understand a lot of things about the culture, about the nuances of the company, about whether the company is honest or not. There are a lot of things I will not have a difficult time figuring out. So the most important thing in investing is, most important thing is patience, but second most important is circle of competence. Have to stick to companies that are within your circle of competence. So in Pabrai funds, I manage about 870 million. I have only one investment in China, Mauta. And I bought the company a few years back. Thank you, Mauta. And but I have no aspirations to because I don't think every second Chinese company is Mauta. There's only one Mauta. Okay, in the whole world, there's only one Mauta. And so I was lucky that I was able to invest in 100% hit rate, 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is good. But I don't have a second idea in China that I am excited about, I know about. Maybe if you can educate, then we can do.
So you must.
So please send me your best Chinese ideas. MP@pabraifunds.com. Please send them to me. Okay. I'm anxious to increase Chinese exposure. Okay, so if you have great ideas, I'm all ears. I would love to know that.